My skin is black.
What you looking
My
at?
skin
Yeah,
is black.
I feel so good to be black right now.
Welcome to episode 23 of the BlackNFashion podcast. Today I am joined by Britney Maxey. Britney Maxey was born and raised in the heart of Brooklyn, New York. She began her journey in fashion while attending the High School of Fashion Industries. After graduating, she went on to open the Maxey Boutique, which was a pop-up that featured Brooklyn designers who customized clothing and also offered ready-to-wear in the boutique. Britney found her niche in the industry and realized she enjoyed styling and assisting in custom apparel more than retail. After closing her shop, she continued her education at the School of Style, LA, and the Misa Hylton Fashion Academy, NYC. Today, Ms. Maxey works with major celebrity stylists including Misa Hylton, A. Samuels, and Scot Louie, assisting on major celebrity projects as well as campaigns including Movado Campaigns, Beyonce X times MCM collaboration, Scot Louie times Keke Palmer, and much more. She also just launched the Maxey LLC this past June, which offers personal styling services as well as professional styling services for those seeking a fashion stylist. Welcome, Britney, to the BlackNFashion podcast.
Hello.
How you feeling?
Good. Happy Sunday.
Hey, you went to brunch. Did you have mimosas?
Yes, I
Me
did.
too, sis.
It's that type of Sunday.
Yeah, of course. It's Sunday fun day. I usually have champagne and stuff like that, but I started rushing because I thought I was going to be late, but you was late. I would have had time to stop and get you something. But you probably already had unlimited.
I'm done.
Okay. It's better that way because it's like you just can just speak like freely or whatever.
It's more chill.
So my first segment is just called It's a Look. It's just somebody you had in the media or you saw in the media this week that you felt just like completely slayed. You just want to shout them out.
It. Nicki Minaj.
Where?
The comeback. She's working with DeAndre right now.
Okay.
She looks really good.
Okay.
I like that she's working with him, and I think this is going to be really good for her as far as progress.
What did you like about her look?
It was very clean.
Okay.
It was very simple. It was very chic, but high-end.
Okay.
I'm kind of fading out of the Barbie vibe with her, so I think her working with DeAndre is going to be like a good mix of her maturity.
Dope. So what was like the fuel or a series of events or inspiration that led you to become a fashion stylist?
So I got into styling after my pop-up shop.
Okay.
I thought I wanted to do retail. I thought I wanted to own a store, but the overhead was just overwhelming.
Gotcha.
So I found my niche in the shop, creating custom orders. It kind of went with the styling aspect of it. So I started looking more into styling programs and education, like School of Style, Misa Hylton, which basically put me in the game itself.
Gotcha. So who was actually like the first person you styled and like how did it make you feel?
Let's see. Let's go back. So the first project that I actually worked on was Misa Hylton did MCM and a Puma collaboration.
Okay.
So we styled Big Daddy Kane and Rhapsody.
Nice.
So I was interning with her for that, and that was like something really big, and it was like an intro for me into the celebrity world.
Okay. Dope. Okay. So what do you feel like was your biggest struggle, like when you first started out, like trying to like launch into styling from having like a retail background?
Structure.
Okay.
So with styling, it's very freelance, opposed to retail where it's like more structured. Styling is very entrepreneurial.
I learned that this week.
Yes. It's very last minute. It's there is no structure. You just roll with it, and I mean, it pays off, but I had to get used to that.
Okay. Do you feel, what was, I guess, the biggest challenge from you, like trying to run the retail space?
Profit. And I think all business owners who have like physical space can relate. Profit is a killer. You're paying
because of the
for your
overhead
space.
costs.
Yes.
Okay.
You have employees, the overhead. Just if you're not making money with the store, you're not. If you're not making money in sales, you're not making money in profit.
Gotcha. So the store, like, so you have like, did you have like sales goals that you needed to meet every day?
Yeah, I tried to set them. Luckily for me, it was a long-term pop-up shop, so I had it for 4 months. I couldn't see myself doing it for a full year.
Gotcha.
So I was happy I got the experience though, and it led me to styling.
Do you think brick and mortar is dead? Do you think that e-commerce is like the way to go?
Yes.
Okay.
E-commerce, digital, do it. That's where all the money is.
Okay. And do you feel that like mass customization is like taking completely over and that consumers are like gravitating more towards that opposed to like buying things off the rack?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think with all these Instagram boutiques and online businesses, I believe customs are making a comeback, but not as much.
Okay.
Like at one point, I want to say early 90s, custom was like in. If you weren't getting your
because all our
custom,
parents has like all, my dad was like, I used to get all my suits custom made, and I was flying, I was tailored head to toe, and I'm like, well, how much was you they charging back then? Because I know nowadays if someone wants to make a custom suit, it's gonna be like $800 or $900 plus
easy
for a tailored suit. And I'm like, Daddy, I know you want to drop $800, $900 on the suit, and you want to ball them like that,
right?
Bruh.
But you know, back then it was more common to shop in stores and get things off a rack.
Definitely. So what are like the common body types like that you work with? And which particular body type do you find is super duper challenging?
So everyone now has an hourglass shape.
Is that like because of plastic surgery?
That's like
Is that plastic surgery?
That too, but in celebrity world, that's like gold to make the waistline thinner and everything else bigger.
But then you got women like Wendy Williams that's like top heavy and skinny as shit at the bottom. Do you have do you work with people like that? Is that difficult?
I haven't yet, but the great thing about the academy, Misa Hylton Fashion Academy, is they cover so much with body types, shaping, styling. It's to the point that they get you where you can take on any kind of clientele. So I wouldn't be afraid to like take on a rectangle shape or round or curvy. I haven't gotten experience yet, but I wouldn't mind.
You wouldn't mind. Okay. Do you find that it's hard to like find and like retain clients? Like do you have issues with people like wanting a stylist but not having a budget, or wanting a stylist and then once they get that invoice they're like, oh sis, I didn't know it was that much?
So you're in the industry, so you know how this goes. People think they want one thing and then you send them an invoice and it's like, I didn't think it would cost that much. So stylists, we provide a service.
Exactly.
Some people feel they don't need to pay, that you can just advise them. Me having a conversation with you on colors and fitting, and that's a full consultation.
Facts. I didn't when I started out, I didn't used to charge for consultations, but now I do.
You have to.
Now it's like even whether you meet me in person or you meet me on the phone is $35 because I can be doing other things. So I'm not wasting my time or anything like that. But in person, I gotta sit there and talk to you. But now I also put a limit on it. Like you ain't about to talk my ear off for 2 hours about all your dreams and visions and stuff like that. I need you to kind of have a clear cut vision before you come to me, and then we can work off of that. But I had to start, but people don't like it though. But that's how you weed out the people that are serious about learning or serious about what they want to do, is the people who are like, oh, no problem, I'll pay the consultation because I know that's your time.
It's investment.
Girl.
Exactly.
Since I've been doing that, business has picked up. I'm like, I'm getting the people that I want to work with, and then now like the people that are annoying or the people that are harder to work with, they're not coming once they find out. Like people just recently, yesterday, I got a long DM and this guy was basically asking me hella questions, like a whole bunch of questions, like I should do this, I should do that, I was moving yesterday. I moved to Brooklyn, but it was so many questions that I just like countered it. Like I have a copy and paste thing, and then I was like, hi. Thanks for reaching out. When would you like to set up a consultation? I'm available. I put my availability. I put how much it costs. Please let me know when you would like to schedule one. Done. I'm not answering none of those.
No questions. My friend Rhea, she's into PR and marketing, and one of her biggest things was, you can pick my brain after you pay this invoice.
Facts.
And I all the way got that.
And I've gave out so much fucking free advice.
This is what I'm saying.
It's dead. I'm not giving out no more free advice. Like it's over for y'all. You know how many student loans I got?
I could imagine.
Man,
I could imagine.
Like from between bachelors and like going and trying to get that master's and stuff like that.
And you have a lot.
Yeah,
you got.
I got about $85,000 worth of loans. Y'all need to pay me this $50 to talk.
Pick my brain after.
Right. So recently you made a comment on like one of my posts or whatever, and you were saying that fashion designers don't really put like money into like PR and like budgeting and something like that because they feel like they don't need it. So I just wanted you to kind of elaborate on that more and just put it out there for the ones that need to know that public relations is a big deal, and you need to get, if you want really to get the placement with celebrities like you were saying, you do have to go to PR. So I just wanted you to kind of like explain it a little bit more.
So I wish I could go on my live right now.
Why can't you?
My phone's being like silly. So
can
this
you got
is
mine?
really
Oh wait,
it
would be on my live. live. We can save it.
This is a big
But she's
deal
recording,
for
so
me.
you can repost
send it
it.
to me. Yeah,
and
perfect.
then I have this camera too, which will be on
Perfect.
YouTube. So we'll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you good.
So yeah, the biggest thing with Black designers in the industry is that we don't have a lot of PR houses that represent us. And then the friends that we do have that may have access to celebrity world, we don't utilize them. We don't say, let me give you this dress for you to pull and see if you can get this person in it. Or I notice Black designers are more protective over their garments, over their makings. Like, they're very protective of their brand, and I get it.
Right.
But when you got these Phillip Lims and all these white designers that's like, hey, give this to Misa to throw on such and such. It's nothing to them. Right. And guess what? They get the publicity.
Of course. See, now I'm in between there. Well, when I was doing custom, hell no, I'm not making no custom dress for nobody. But if I had things that I just had, like that I was creating and stuff like that, ready to wear, and it was on the rack, absolutely. Because even the stuff now that I've done, like from past collections, if somebody want to pull it, I'm like, take it. Like, I don't care. But like, I think a lot of Black designers are not even a lot, because there's a lot of Black designers that do ready to wear, but the ones that are emerging are mostly doing custom. And so a lot of times they don't just have clothing or collection sitting around, and that's where it is. It's like when they learn to separate custom apparel from ready to wear apparel, I think that will be helpful. Like, you can't really merge the two. Like, you can have a custom sector, you have a ready-to-wear sector, but you really want to get your name out there, you got to put a little bit more time into that that ready-to-wear sector. Like, you do the custom, but the custom, I know it gets the money, but the ready-to-wear is what's going to help you grow.
You need to have a rack. Like, as a designer, as an established designer, especially if you want to be taken seriously and you want to get your stuff out there and get the publicity, you need to have a rack. People need to have access to things that you've made and designed, and a lot of that doesn't happen. I've met designers without lookbooks. That's a big deal. If I'm talking to someone and I'm saying, I know this girl that makes this and does that, as you know, that comes up on the regular. Like, who can we find to do this? I have no presentation. So the next best thing is going to a showroom and doing a pull, which is from a European designer. Ideally, I would love to pull from like, my Black designers. Yeah, I would love that. I have so many.
So in the fall, I got you covered. Okay. I'm making an outerwear collection, and I'm doing a jumpsuit collection, and then I'll have a whole rack full of stuff. Just come and take it and put it on everybody.
That's what we need. Like, even if I thought about it, doing it with one of my friends. Like,
Shaya has a rack, right?
Yes, Shaya has a rack. My friend Ria, who does PR, I was looking to even do it with her, get in a showroom setting where we could just have all you guys under one roof. And that's another thing, because you have Black designers that say, I don't want my stuff with her stuff, or I don't want my designs in the shop with that. And I've been through that with my pop-up shop. I've been through that in business. It's like, as a community in fashion, we need to get more united.
That's why I started the group message too.
And
I
love you for that.
Yeah, like, cause like I feel like I'm trying to get this together.
I got a new number, so I got to
I'm trying to get everybody to, because right now, because we were talking about doing like a photo shoot with all of our designs together, like a campaign. But we want to do it like during Black Fashion Month. So we tried to do it in March, but it just was so hard to get everybody together, and it was like the midst of prom season. I'm like, next year we start planning early. Let's do a whole campaign and bring in some stylists to just pull all our different stuff that we have, put together this campaign, and just be like, I'm Black. And I'm Black. And I'm Black.
Like, unite.
Right. Like, I think it's there. It just takes a little bit of pulling teeth, because it's very difficult to get everyone together, especially like in a photo shoot setting. I'm scared. Like, I don't feel like any of us should be there, in all honesty. I think we should make the garments, give it to a stylist, photographer. Yeah, because if all the designers are there, it's definitely everybody got this creative side to them. They're going to bump heads. I'm like, and that's what I said. I'm like, we don't all need to be at the photo shoot. Like, we all just need to have our pieces and let the stylist, and we can choose one creative director and a photographer and let them do their thing. But if you have 10 designers in the same room, y'all all gonna be like, you're not seeing enough of my piece, or you gotta turn around. Like, we just gotta eliminate that completely.
Exactly.
So I want you to I have a segment called Fashion Stories. Okay. So it can be a success or a disaster story, but either way it go, it has to be something that you learn something from. Like, whether you learn like, I would never do that again, or learn something about business, but something that you was like, damn, really good lesson for me.
Okay, so I've learned my biggest, I want to say, challenge. It was a blessing and kind of mistakes along the way. But my first campaign, which was with Movado, in fashion, Black girls and Black stylists are not known for getting these big major campaigns. Like us getting into Movado or Laura Roach doing this collab with Tommy Hilfiger, even Dap and Gucci. Like, these are big things happening that are breaking barriers for us, which are great. So when I got to get on the Movado campaign, it was a lesson learned because it's very fast paced. It's very much so structured. And I had to get with that. I was so used to just being, you know, kind of all over with fashion, styling, celebrity world. But when you're on set with production companies and there's $1 million budgets set, like, you gotta be sharp.
Gotcha.
So I learned doing that, and that was with Addie Samuels and Marissa Pelly. I love Addie.
I do
love
too.
Marissa. Those are my
Love their
girls.
work.
They're really good. Marissa's actually, that's another thing I learned how to network, like working on set with her. You don't want to go on set, or you don't want to start working with someone as an intern and try to take the assistant's position. Like, you shouldn't even try to, and I learned that, you shouldn't even try to so much be in front of the head stylist. You want to cater to the head assistant.
Okay.
Because that's the person that's going to get you your future jobs. And we have to learn to be nice to assistants.
Okay.
Those
That's
are
a good
the real
input.
plugs.
That's a good input.
The head
because they know
stylist will
everything.
never, and the head stylist won't even remember your name.
True.
But the assistant will.
This is true. Okay. Do you find it difficult to partner with other stylists? Like, is it hard when everyone's vision is maybe be a little different?
No, I'm not on that level yet. I'm sure when I get like my own celebrity clients, I'll be on that. But as an assistant, I'm just like, what do you need done? Let me just you're less involved with the creative end of it when you're at my level.
You're task oriented.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like you're not really getting so creative.
But you running like,
Yes.
but you networking and you meeting a lot of people at the same
you're meeting
time.
people, you're getting opportunities. I've known people that I know someone right now who's doing a tour with like Solange. She went to the academy. Yeah. So like, you network, you meet people, you get opportunities. She's gotten so much opportunity just from networking and being around people, and so have I. So. It's a networking thing.
Do you want to stay in the urban African American Black designer lane, or would you prefer to like reach out into different markets? Like, would you mind styling like a Taylor Swift?
So I actually want to step out of celebrity world for a little while.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
So I launched the Maxey in June of this year, which is going to cater to more or less up-and-coming artists, also to everyday people.
For the culture.
Yeah, and just everyday people. I mean, Colin Carter didn't start off with Mariah Carey.
And I know him.
He started off with Cardi B. And
yeah.
he
And
took a chance, and now look.
Honey, my friend Nick and him were roommates. And
See,
I
look at
remember
that.
being in the apartment with him with all that stuff. He asked me to take him to Jersey one time. I was like, Colin, I got something to do today. And
crazy.
he to go to Cardi B's house. And I was just like, I just can't. Like, I just can't. I'm tired as fuck. Like, I can't take you or whatever. But, like, I just remember him and, like, his little interns and his assistants and, like, their room just being full of clothes. And he works hard.
People don't see
hard. I seen him
People
from the
don't see
ground
it.
when they first started. And I'm like, Colin. And then when he started getting bigger and bigger and bigger, I'm like, this
Right.
motherfucker is doing his thing.
Look at that.
Yes.
And that was like,
Yes.
that was just the luck of it. Like, he literally did what he had to do his first time, and her team wanted to keep him around, I'm
That's
sure.
what's up.
So,
Okay. What are some of the things, were there any things that you were like really surprised to learn from like the School of Style and like attending Misa Hylton Fashion Academy?
yes, mannerism. Like within the industry. So they started these schools because apparently people were in the industry being unprofessional and just, it was just bad. I heard it was ratchet things going on in the industry.
Oh, really?
So
I
these
believe it.
schools were made, to kind of teach professionalism, having manners on set, having manners around celebrities. You know, you're in a different, once you're in, you're in. So it's like you're in a different world. You know, you have to act a certain way. You have to be cautious of things you say and things you do. So learning that, the schools definitely taught me that.
Gotcha. I don't know if you're in this place yet, but like, have you ever dealt with like a client or anyone that has transitioned from like buying their own clothes into like working with a stylist? Like, is that a harder transition? Like when you have a vision for someone, when you look at them, or they have their own vision for themselves and it's just like not aligning?
So that goes, they teach you that in school.
Oh, okay.
That happens like 99% of the time.
I believe it.
And it's like, what am I here for then if you can style yourself? But
Right.
then when you like, convince people your vision and try different things, it's always fun. But that happens a lot. More with women, I want to say, than men.
Okay. I feel like this question you kind of already answered. I was like, which campaign was the one you liked the most? Was that the Movado campaign?
Yeah.
And what was like the message behind like the Movado campaign? What was it about?
It was literally just they were releasing new watches.
Okay.
And they just wanted to give like a young, trendy, urban kind of vibe to it.
Okay.
You can go on their website, like everything's there that we did. It was super fun, and I got to shop for it, which is fun.
I think this is your water, girl. And it's been sitting here the whole time. Right. Just realized this.
I was
Take a
just
breather.
talking without my,
I was looking, I just saw it over there.
I was scared. I'm like, I'm late. I ain't got time for water.
No, you're good, girl. Actually, we already at the end, and we got 7 minutes, so we could answer your questions quick. Like we just breezing through.
Real professional.
Right, real professional. Like I'm late, but we still gonna stay in our town. We still gonna answer all these questions.
Everything.
Okay, so what are 3 items every woman needs in her closet this summer?
Okay, so this summer, the first thing you need, I don't know if you saw my post, are wooden hangers.
I have those already. I have white ones.
Basic, yes,
I have white wooden hangers. So
I go to my friend's house sometimes, and I'm like, "What? Oh, all these colors." Being in the industry is different now, so I'm not looking at it that way. So yeah, your wooden hangers.
Well, actually, they're not in my closet. They're for my clothing, like my design. So like in my studio, like all of my hangers are white wooden hangers, and then I have felt hangers like for my shit.
Doesn't it give you like a peace of mind?
Right, and it's just cute that way. In my regular closet, girl, it's all like the felt hangers, but I got some colors in that motherfucker too. But my shit is organized by sleeve length.
Okay.
And then it's
You're real good.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Like that's the retail It's
That's
everything,
a whole
and then like
job.
all the tops on one side, and then they're organized by sleeve length, and then fall and spring are separated, and then the bottom row is all jackets, and they go from light to thickness, and then my dresses are organized by sleeve length too on the other side.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, I don't play around. I need to be
You
able to get in there and grab.
Organizing. Yeah.
I thought about that, like this whole closet concierge thing, but
service,
yeah, people don't be wanting to play for shit.
Girl, we gotta get out the city. It's like the city sucks all your money anyway.
gotta go to Long Island
So we
or
gotta go
something.
like Long Island, Westchester. We gotta visit these.
You can go to the Hamptons. Okay, so what else?
So that, and then a white tank. Everyone needs a white tank top. So in the summer, I find myself advising people to dress
Why am
up
I
in
hearing
accessories. I hear a lot of music.
That's the people surrounding us. Like,
Outside.
is it outside? That's why we can fucking hear. We ain't gonna hear it on the table. We can hear it through here. I'm like, but they jamming though. Sorry.
So a white tee, and then some accessories. Basically, you want to just keep it simple in the summer. Don't do too much. I hate when you see people doing too much and it's hot as hell. And now
When they got
you
on
hot.
extra layers.
Yeah, it's like keep it clean, chic, and simple. So
That's what I was going for.
that's
today.
what you went for
Pop a little
today.
color.
I love it.
All right, so what are your long-term goals, and like where do you plan on taking your business like within the next 5 years? 10 years is a stretch because you just started, so I ain't gonna do that to you. I'm gonna do 5.
So, which is great because the last 5 years I spent basically getting up until this point and preparing.
Gotcha.
So within 5 years, I see myself running the Maxey as a full upscale service to like we said, people in these counties. I just want to do something chill. Like I believe the next 2 years might be the last 2 years of me doing Celebrity World.
Okay.
And I just want to work for myself. I just want to do something more chill. I have a child, so yeah, me jumping up, in the middle of the night to say I got to go to LA or Atlanta that's not gonna work all the time.
I feel you.
So I need something more just chill, and I see that in the next 5 years. And me just working, from home, working for myself, doing house calls, doing consultations.
Well, you better get into the closet concierge wave because you already there.
I know.
Go ahead, because I got too much on my plate.
I'm doing that this week, okay?
Okay, I'm like, get on that. Closet concierge service is like completely revamped that, girl. Take that.
Yes.
Take that.
I'm doing that.
Yeah. So what is, my last segment is a fashion inspo segment. So any like exhibits or events or any readings that you suggest to any like aspiring like designers, stylists, someone who wants to really get into styling, whether it be interning, assistant, like anything you think that they should read or look at or research as to like getting them into the business?
Yes. So the best thing that happened to me with this styling was the Misa Hylton Fashion Academy, honestly.
Okay.
it equipped me with all the info and knowledge I needed to know, as well as got me internships. I even interned for her. It's a really good program. It's expanding. They offer different departments and segments that you can take up as far as in fashion. But
nice.
It's really like, it's growing. It's going to be big. It's really a good investment into yourself if you want to do this for real.
Okay. We
Because
need to
they
get
don't
Misa
let
on the
us in
show.
like that, you know?
Like, Misa, can you come to Brooklyn and come to the
Real
show?
quick.
Give someone a little, just give these girls some hope. Cool. All right, guys. We actually went through that shit fast.
Yay!
And I thought that I was going to have to, like, chop the interview down in half.
so happy
but
you did it.
come on for being professionally late,
Yes.
but answering all the questions. And, like, I'm still here. I'm present. I'm going to do my job.
Yes.
I'll talk to you, girl.
Thank you, girl. Thank you, girlfriend.
Yes, I appreciate it.
You're
So
welcome.
I'll have all of Brittany's contact information in the show notes. You want to go ahead and just shout it out just so they hear it verbally too?
So my personal Instagram is Miss_Maxey, and my business is The Maxey LLC. Go follow it. You can check out the website, www.themaxeyllc.com. The link's also in my bio. I don't have a Facebook as of right now, but we're working on that. And just check me out. My consultations are literally $20 right now.
Oh, you go, girl.
So yeah. Just,
What's that,
you
for
know.
20 minutes?
I know, right? 30.
30 minutes, okay.
I'm being nice.
Good. You starting out, so that's good, you
I'm
know,
being
especially
nice.
when people like, I got to pay to talk to you. But like I said, a lot of times your target consumer is not necessarily the immediate people around you. A lot of times your target consumer is somewhere else, but that clientele absolutely does exist. Well, this is the shortest episode I think I ever had.
I love
We
it.
had 26 seconds. And people don't like to listen to podcasts more than 30 minutes.
Really?
So, yeah, like,
So
just
this was
statistics.
good.
Yeah, statistics show. That's why I try to keep it low. But sometimes we get to talking shit and we
just
get to
go.
laughing. But, yeah, we're at 26. This is, like, perfect. It has the right information in there. It has good questions. So, we winning today, sis.
Yay!
And I got a meeting in 15 minutes.
Father's Day.
All right, so signing out. Y'all know what I say. Stay black. Peace out.